Unfortunately, bicep tears have become very common with weightlifters, bodybuilders, powerlifters. Now the tendon at the elbow can rupture completely, and the tendon at the shoulder can rupture completely. Now, due to the fact that that bicep tendon goes through the shoulder joint, makes it more vulnerable, especially in other sports, baseball, football, you see a lot of ruptures of that upper tendon. Tears in the upper biceps tendon tend to happen due to overuse, and they are often associated with injury to one of the four rotator cuff muscles. But the tendon at the elbow tends to be torn due to an impact to the arm or due to force from a pushing movement, and that's what most of us powerlifters are familiar with. So how do you know if you've got a biceps tear? Well, it can be difficult to bend your arm. That's pretty obvious, but you may have a dent in the muscle. You may have a bulge in the muscle. You may have spasms. You may have a black and blue area around the tear. Now, as far as pain is concerned, it's much more painful to tear the lower tendon than it is to tear the tendon up near the shoulder. I can tell you from experience that people in the gym, they get confused as to whether they should put ice on the injury or heat. Now, I can tell you that sports science, medical science, tells us without a doubt for the first 48 to 72 hours, you want to take ice and apply it to the injury for 15 to 20 minutes, 3 to 4 times per day. Okay? Now, after that period, the next 48 to 72 hours, you want to take heat and apply it 15 to 20 minutes, 3 to 4 times a day, and that is for pain reduction. Another conversation that's very common in the gym when somebody has a tear, a biceps tear, is, you know, how bad is it? How long am I going to be laid off? What's going to happen? And it's very easy to look up on the internet or, you know, call your sports science doctor. Now, if you have a partial tear, it's going to be 3 to 6 weeks to heal. But if you have to go in for surgery, it's going to be 4 to 6 months to heal. Now, before you panic, just take a lesson from the professional bodybuilders. When they have one of these tears, they don't stop training altogether. They train what body parts they still can. So not only does that maintain your physique, but it maintains your sanity. It keeps you motivated. You don't get depressed. So that's what I would do. Of course, you know, I'm not a doctor, and I do recommend that you go to the qualified doctor. Your MD's not necessarily qualified in this respect, but a sports medicine doctor would be. And that's what I would recommend to anybody that's got one of these tears. So don't give up. It's not the end of the world. I've had I don't know how many of these, and all the guys that are my peers out there that have been training for 30, 40 years can say the same thing. So keep your chin up and never, never, never quit.